Because like the advert that I sent around, she is a very special person. She is someone that indeed is so dear um, to God and to us. She's someone that indeed, I said, um, is cerebral palsy warrior. Of course, we are going this way all because of encouragement. We are going this way because, like I was discussing with Osola earlier today, that I won't be surprised if in this time and age we still have some families that have children living with disability of any sort or even cerebral palsy, and then they still hide them somewhere in the room. It used to happen to us somewhere where time any visitor is coming to that family's home, they must take the child off the sitting room and go hide him somewhere where the family or the guest won't see him. All right. So I just want Wisola to really encourage us with our own Through It All story tonight. Of course, like I always say, Through It All, this is where we got the title. It's from my book, Through It All. Through It All is a memoir of my many trials and triumphs in life, all the challenges I've gone through in life so much. It's really been encouraging life, and I know that you will also be encouraged. If you don't have it yet, you need to get a copy. All right, so without wasting
But
time,
we have changed it before now.
so as you come in,
So we
just
just have
ensure that you please just mute your speaker as you come in so that we
test.
can have um, a seamless session tonight. All right, so without wasting any time again, let me welcome Oluwabusola Akinshola. Busola, how are you tonight?
I'm fine, sir. Good evening, sir.
All right, so nice to have you here, and thank you for accepting to talk to us tonight.
Yes, it's something I like to do. I like to inspire others. So this is just one of it, of course.
Okay, all right. Like I always say, I would want you to start from the Genesis. Let's start your story, Busola.
Hello?
Hello, Genesis. What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you. I want to thank God for this opportunity because in life it's all about God. And for me, life has always been challenging, but God has been faithful. I won't say it has been an easy journey because it's not easy at all. Let me not lie to you. It's not easy, but God is faithful. God has seen me through to this moment of my life. I was born on the 1st of August 1981, and I born into the family of 5. I'm the last born. And when I was born, they said the doctor told them that after a few months later, they discovered that I wasn't reaching some milestone. They went back to the doctor, and the doctor said they didn't know what was wrong with me. So then they didn't know that it was cerebral palsy. They just knew that I have a disability. So and going up with my siblings were very fantastic because they didn't even allow me to realize that I had a disability. You get? So at some point in my life, I realized that even my parents had already accepted their fate because that is the first thing every parent must do. they must accept their child with disability, because it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy journey, as I said earlier, but you need to accept it, because God never makes a mistake.
That's right.
I tell people, God never makes a mistake. So if you give you a child with a disability, like the reason why I gave you, I know I always tell people that God likes varieties. So, yeah, God likes varieties. So if you make the same person, you make the same person throughout the world, then the world will be boring. So that's why I should short people, tall people, disability, people living in disability. I know, and I want to go a bit into my background. As I said earlier, I'm in Nashville because me of 5, and my family never made me realize that I was different. When my brother was doing this, I was doing that. I was doing it too, So if they were going to school, my mom would say, you must go to school, you must do this, you must do that. My mommy always encouraged me. She was my first, she my first, she's my first best friend in life, because she's still my very good friend. We talk a lot, So she's somebody that we say, Usala, my boy, that's why you go to school, Hello. My boy, I left school, She was encouraging me, School. I went to my primary school in Lagos, also primary school, went to my secondary school in Lagos too. I went to Oxford College, Ukoba, which no longer exists, but I later changed to Lagos Private Academy, which is in Ikaja, Lagos. I think from there, I gained admission to Babcock University. And that was the first time I realized I had a disability, because people were moving away from me. So when my first year, I started to leave school. My mom was like, My mom had to travel all the way to Babcock University in Ogun State to come and talk to me. So you're never like this. So what happened? Why did you not allow people to bring you down? So I had to summon the courage to go to school. But eventually people saw that this girl was not just here to make the numbers. She was also brilliant. They started coming close to me. They wanted to talk to me. So I had a lot of friends in Babcock then. So those 4 years were tough, but amazing, because at least I graduated with a 2-2, and it's not easy to study a course. The course that I studied, economics, just all calculated all through. So I had to study hard, because I was like, okay, if people are doing this, I have to do it. So I studied more than others. When people were playing, I was always studying. I studied through the night. So, coming out of Babcock, I was searching for a job for a very long time. Then, okay, let me tell you, I went for my youth service in Abuja, 1 year youth service, and I served with Security Exchange Commission. But when I first got to the organization, Security Exchange Commission, the woman there, their HR manager, Mrs. Amina Bayero, was like, wow, you mean you went to Babcock University? No. She was so surprised that I could go to school. She said, okay, come back. You know what, we are done with coppers, but come back tomorrow. I'll see what I can do about it. And that was it. She gave me the job, and that was how she talked to the management, and everybody around there liked me. I worked for a year, and after a year, she said, so I'd love to retain you, but we're not retaining coppers at the moment. So I had to come back to Lagos, search for a job. Then in 2000, then that was 2005. That's 2005, 2006. In 2008, I decided, okay, you know what? I'm not getting a job. Let me go to the UK and study for my master's. So I went to the UK. So when I picked my course, my mom was like, so this course is going to be very tough. I said, mommy, I'm tougher. Yeah, I'm tougher than the course. So I studied international economics and trade, which is not an easy course. So I went for my master's, and I found out over there that disability was something that was affected over there, because they didn't see me as My lecturers liked me. My friends were like, sometimes they say, "So let's go to the cinema. You read too much. Let's go to the cinema." So we go to the cinema. Then there's this girl. She's Ayade, Ayade Shofora. They're coming to pick me in my hostel to take me out. She said, "Okay, let's go to the cinema. Let's do this. Let's do that." I was the fun in the UK. So I saw my master's. I wasn't getting the kind of job I liked. That I was getting a job, but there wasn't a job I liked. So I just started to come back to Nigeria in 2011, thinking that, okay, my country, my home. So for 7 years, I was on the labor market looking for a job. It was tough. That was when I met. I went when I came back in 2011. I was working with Student Development Center for a year. Then that was when I now met that Amian semi-graduate who now took me in and mentored me for 7 years, until I got a job at Leshigo 2 years ago. And those 7 years were 7 painful years. There
Wow.
7 years of hard work. There's 7 years of mentoring, pain. As I said, no pain, no gain. In life, no pain, no gain. So without it, you can't have a testimony. You can't have a testimony. And when I was in London, at the point I got frustrated and I said, God, but why is this disability? And he said, so that you might have a story. I had a vividly. I just said, so I might have a story. I kept in tune with the vision, so that I might have a story. I kept saying that to myself, and I was like, okay, if I can have, so if that's what you want, God, I'm going to follow you all the way. So that was a turning point for me. So I started when I came back to Nigeria in 2011, when I started mentoring, when I started with Daddy volleyball, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to stay with you. And and that's how the journey began. For 7 years we used to go to programs together, go to everywhere together. He said, "Busola, can you come here today? Let's go out together. Let's do the program in Lekki. Come here, let's go." So that was how my journey started with that ball. And today, I think I'm better for it because at least 2 years ago in the program, I got a job. And starting this job was it was like a fantastic story because even when I first got to the place of when I first got to my interview, people were so receptive. They were like, you mean you have a master's? You mean this? You mean that? So all of a sudden, I just saw that everybody just accepted me. I was just the talk of the town. We said, have you gone to meet this again? There's a girl that has a disability there. Go and see her. She's this, that. So everybody became my friend. And that's how I always tell people with disability that attitude is everything. Just carry everything on your head. That's the because you have a disability, you have to look discouraged, you have to look you have to look downcast and say, I have a disability, so that's the end of the world. It's not the end of your world. God never makes a mistake. God likes the right things that I always say. For me, I've always seen that, in everything, God has been faithful. Even when I was unfaithful, God was faithful.
That's
So I always say that,
no, just go ahead. Go ahead.
And a degree at
during this journey, every journey has a first step. And when I started the journey with God, he didn't tell me it was going to be easy, but he said he was going to be with me throughout it. And I've been with me. He has made me the person I am today. And I'm thanking God for everything because without him, I won't have a story today. I have a story to tell. And I see obstacles as stepping stones to my success in life. So,
Hallelujah.
yeah, so, whether the obstacle is coming from here, from that, I always face it head on. Because I know that we need mentality is to face every obstacle in life. So, everything in life is just about God. I'm making God your hero. Because he's your number one hero, if you like it or not. He's the one that created you. He's the creator of the world. So, whether you like it or not, he has made me well. I don't know what you think, but I'm going to say something about the churches. Yeah, because there's sometimes I go to churches and I find that okay, the first thing they think is miracle. And I'm not saying that God can't do a miracle, but you're supposed to accept the person first. You're supposed to like the person first. Because I always tell people that if I do not have a disability, maybe you might not know me. Maybe and I might just have been in that program that you met me that day.
That's true.
So basically my story is that God told me and I've been so faithful about it. I've been so faithful about it. So even when I go and no, I know that I can still go back and still get a yes.
That's true.
So yes. I've been to several relationships, and the first thing I hear is that should be more. Should I know the mothers are always the one asking this question, they won't like you for who you are. So I've always said that, you know what, if I can't get a guy that will stand up for himself, I can stand up for himself, then so be it. So I always tell people, I'm not gonna come down because of any guy. I'm not gonna, I'm not, so if you don't like the way I'm going, if you don't like my career, if you don't like anything about me, then go away. So basically, I'm here to inspire you all. I'm here to tell you that there's a God somewhere who watches over you and who can do anything. He gave us life to make an impact, and I think I'm making an impact with my story today. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. If you have any contributions, and let me tell you, the thing is, people with disability need to be empowered.
That's true.
They need to learn. They need to be able to sustain themselves, because especially the ones that went to school, so that people will not just fish for them, but they will learn how to fish so that they can be better within the society and the world at large. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Busola. Thank you for taking us so far.
I forgot to tell you this. When
Please go
I
ahead.
wake up every morning in my life, I wake up with the I form my name into an acronym. My name is Busola. Beautiful, unique, special, optimistic, lovable, and adorable. So with that, I go ahead and do my thing every day. So that is just here I got my uniquely beautiful from the U and the B.
Sorry, Busola, take us through that again.
Okay. I say my name is Busola. Beautiful, B for beautiful, U for unique, S for special, O for optimistic, L for lovable, and A for adorable.
Hallelujah.
So
Wow.
that's it. I got my uniquely beautiful form because I am uniquely beautiful. The Bible said that God made us wonderfully and fearfully made.
Carefully made.
Yeah. So I am not less. I'm not less than human. I'm a human, and I am a woman of substance, a woman of courage.
Wow. 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 That's so beautiful. I know you always say I'm uniquely beautiful, but this is the first time I'm knowing where that came from. So Busola, the B is beautiful, U is unique, S is special, O is optimistic, L is what again?
Lovable.
Okay, L is lovable, and A is
Adorable.
adorable. It's a way of you building your self-esteem. It's a way of you telling yourself, even if people wish to look down on me, I'm not looking down on myself.
Yes.
And you have truly said it. We are all fearfully and wonderfully made, regardless of how we think we have turned out presently. I really, really, really love that. And when you were talking about got this, got that, got this, got that, I know people that have disabilities or have some challenges in life that that actually are seriously upset with God. God, if you are God and if you love me, you won't make me this way. How can you be this godly, Busola, despite all you have gone through?
I would say, when you have a parent, when you have a mother who is an evangelist, who is always praying for you every day of your life, I think, so you have no option but to be godly. Then my mom, once you call her down, she first pay for you. She pay for you for like 5 minutes. So she don't even look at your credit. She said, taking my better friend. No, you can't just not be godly in my house. So I'll say, for me as a person, I always my Bible is my first priority in life. When my Bible tells me that God did this, if God can do it, the person in the Bible can also do it for me. Some people, God, I tell people, God is still in the business of miracles. He can still do anything. There's nothing that God cannot do. We are the one limiting God to a box. But God is bigger than a box. God is bigger than all of us. The sky is wide for all of us to fly in. So, if you are there and you're thinking, this, I tell people, no more excuses. If I can do it, you can do it too. If I can do this, you can do it too. So, it's all about a godly mother, a mother who is always there for you, and a family who is always ready to help you. So I say people with disability, and I say, okay, the first point of call is the family. That is where the problem lies. Because if you're not accepted within your family, then your self-esteem will go down. That's number one. Number two is the fact that you need to introduce the person to society early. Just to hide the person at home. That okay, because you have the disability, you have to hide at home. There's this my friend that was living at home for a very long time. She was living at home. She was not always taking parties and everything. So they always had her at home because she had a disability, and at the end of the day,
cerebral palsy,
I had to go home. I had to go and check her. When I went to the university for a very long time, I was always checking up on her. When I went to the university, I came back home and I went to see her, and they said she was dead. How did she die? She was young when I was living. How did she die? They said they give her candle to take her to her room. This is the person that can't talk. A person that can't even shout. Why would you give her a candle to take her to her room? A person they said they give her candle when there is no light. And when she's about to sleep, she puts it up. But that day, I think what happened was the girl didn't remember to put up the candle, and the candle caught her bed, and it burnt her to death. That for me was very painful because I was like, you know what? The family was negligent. They can't tell me anything about it. They were negligent.
Wow.
So, but at the end of the day, it still boils down to the accepting part of it. You need to accept that this is a person with disability, and I'm going to train that person, and I'm going to make So even if it's not able to talk, you can still mentor him, and show people that you have a person with disability at home. Don't just hide them at home. Don't just put them at home. A lot of things going on in our society that needs to change. And change with me and you. If you can change the society, then the society will be better for it.
Mm. 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 Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much, Usola. I want to take you a little bit back. You said things were really looking okay. You were not really conscious of your disability until you got to Babcock. And then they made you so conscious of it. What really happened?
Okay, so this time I was in the room and this girl came in and she said next to me. And everybody was like, what's wrong with her? There's nothing wrong with her now. She said she can't stay next to me. She said she can't sleep next to
Oh,
me. I said,
you can't stay next to her. That's what
yes.
she. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she said she wanted to stay. She wanted to exchange bunk. So she exchanged bunk. I know. And that made me for the first time in my life. I was like, God, why? So at a point I was like, I'm not giving up on school until my mom and my family had to come to school and talk to me. I said, you're never like this. So you need to base up. But at the end of the day, can you imagine that girl was a distant cousin to me?
Wow.
So she was a distant cousin to me. So when they now introduced us to each other, she was like, I'm so sorry. I never knew. But this is already done. So sometimes like I always tell people, be friendly, just an hello we do. Don't just stare at me. Just an hello. Hello, hi. Just an hello we do. The hello challenge is always for everybody with disability. Just say hello and they respond.
Wow. But it wasn't the same thing when you went to UK, I guess.
Yes, it wasn't anything. It was like the reception was fantastic. I had 6 roommates in the same flat. So sometimes we just sit down together in the kitchen, we gist and talk. They were all ladies, so we could talk about even though we were doing different courses, but we could talk about our day. They would say, when I cook, they'll come and eat. They say, let me come and eat, They'll come and eat my food. So I was really African in that flat. So they wanted to eat an African dish. I cooked for them. They were like, you could cook very well. So the nutrition was fantastic in the UK.
Wow. Okay, I know you know Toby Lover Ajay.
Yes, sir.
I've once brought her to Through It All. And she of course, Toby Lover also has cerebral palsy. Incidentally, she's my wife's cousin. We didn't know until very, very late, And when Toby was talking one of the days I brought her, she was telling us how she does her own cooking. Her mother tried to teach her to fry egg in frying pan, but Toby kept on observing that she is not as stable enough to fry egg in frying pan, but she was trying to be sure, okay, what's the best way to do it? Until she discovered that, okay, so I can actually fry egg in the pot where the oil or something can't easily spill on me, So how do you do your own cooking, Busola? It's just like every normal. Can you hear me, Busola?
I'm trying to my phone again. Okay.
All right. I think Busola is trying to adjust maybe a mic or something. But I would want you to ask her questions if you have questions. Maybe you are here, you have a son or a daughter that has cerebral palsy, and to you, you feel that that God has not done you well. He has just given you um, this boy to punish you or something. Maybe you may want to ask Busola questions, and she will rightly give you the question. I mean, the answers. But part of what she has said tonight, which I'd always also said, I mean, I've repeated at different point in time. Please, if you have a child living with disability, hiding that child is the solution. I hope somebody is listening to me. Hiding that child is not the solution, and that's not the way to help that boy. You are only going to be making life more complex for him or for her. They are here for a purpose also. They're in this world for a reason. God never makes mistake, like Busola said severally in the course of this interview. And I know many people that know me also don't know I have disability. Yes, I do. And I know that in all things work together for good. I tell people my disability make me stand out in the crowd. I remember when I was in the university, I had one very funny lecturer like that, Professor Fabayo. Once, if I'm not yet in the class, Fabayo is not going to start his lecture. He said, my friend has not entered. All of you can walk. He can't walk. So Fabayo will be telling them stories and saying a lot of things until I sweat into the class. And I say, already, and then that's a head. My friend is around now. Now we can start. You know, it made me feel important. You understand? I just want to tell people, when you see people living with disability, just like that distant cousin of Busola that never even knew they were related somehow, but that felt that a demon have just come to share a bond with her, and she was not just ready to share bunk with somebody living with disability. Of course, at times people think that it's infectious or contagious. Of course, cerebral palsy is not contagious. Cerebral palsy is just that something, we didn't get enough oxygen flow into the brain while the baby was in the womb, or maybe in the process of trying to give birth. Maybe we had the umbilical cord knotted or tied somehow, and oxygen was not just flowing right into the baby. And that, of course, cerebral palsy is just that there was something that just went on with the brain. It's not a physical, it's not something contagious, it's that just something did not just grow right in the brain of people that have cerebral palsy. All right, Busola, I hope you're back now.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right. I was trying to ask you a question then.
I had the question you said about cooking, right?
All right. Okay. Thanks.
For me, because I'm more stable, so I can cook very well. I try to. I did the normal way. My mom taught me the normal way. Everybody else does it. So she said everybody must learn cooking, and I was included. So that's learn cooking. I cook for my brothers. I cook for my mom sometimes when she comes here. So I just have to learn the skill with a mom like my mom. And let me tell you, my mom is an SL army officer. She was a nurse in the Nigerian army. So
Oh, okay.
don't mess with that. When anybody doing everything, you have to be it. You have to be it. So she was very tough on me. But at the end of the day, it worked out for me. Because it's been a tough but amazing journey, as I always say. So it's not going to be easy. Before you get gold has to go to fire. So everything goes through. As I said before, no pain, no gain. So everything has to go. Everyone has to go through a journey. But I used to tell people that life is a journey, not a destination. So you keep moving every day of your life, keep having more experiences. You keep meeting new people, whether they like you or not. They'll still be seeing your face around as long as you live. So, and yes, they'll still be seeing your face around as long as you live. So I'm not going anywhere anytime soon.
I love that. And it seems as if mothers always do a very good job of really helping the psyche and the self-esteem of people living with disability. I've had several people with disability talk about that. And I even myself, if not for my mother, she never compromised. Um, when I go outside, they don't allow me do anything. They say, no, he has a bad leg. Don't let him sweep. Don't let him do this. I dare not do that when I come home. My mother have my own portion. When everybody is in the kitchen, I can't make excuse that no, I can't stand. My mother will ensure that yes, stand. So I think that's kudos to mothers. Please never, never, never indulge children living with disability. We are not robots. We are still human beings at the end of the day. Treat us like human beings. Treat us like people that have lives to live. We have our lives to live. You understand? All right, Busola, I'm asking you these questions to help mothers and people that parents that have children living with disability. Are you still with us, Busola?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, I've had it. Many don't allow their children living with disability to go to school. Not even nursery school, not to talk of primary school. How would you advise them? They said it's so difficult for them to learn, so difficult for them to catch up. How do you think they can be helped?
Okay, the first thing is, if the child is verbal, then you should go to school. If he's verbal,
Okay.
even if he can't walk, then go to school. There's some schools that we allow wheelchairs. I always encourage people who can walk, who are verbal, go to school.
Okay.
You don't have to. You don't know that child is going to become a president tomorrow. You don't
That's
have to
great.
limit that child to that home. So there are lots of people that put people with disability in a box. They always put you in a box. They say, you can't amount to this in life. So I tell people that when I hear that people with disability can do this, I always like to do that thing. because a lot of people say, you won't last in the banking industry. Even if you go to the banking industry. But here I am, 2 years after, I'm still in the banking industry. I'm still getting my files. I still went to work today. So you don't have to put us in the box. You don't have to say, okay, you're not God. The God that created me, I have a story, and he has been making me to impact life every day of my life. So even as I go to work, and people say, they see the way I'm there. They say, she's going to work. No, I know it surprises everybody. It surprises everybody on the street sometimes. Because some people just say, there's one day somebody walks up to me and says, you're beautiful. I just like you. So why I always think that people with disability, parents with disability always try to say because the child has a disability, he can't dress well, he can't dress this, you don't have to be shabby because you have a disability. It's not the end of the world. You need to dress for that child well. You need to see me when I'm going to work. I dress well. Even in those 7 years that I already delivered, I already dressing well. So sometimes you see the table, not fine, but dressing there, So it's not like I like this dress. So you don't just look presentable. You know, for people to like you, assistant is appearance sometimes. It's the way you appear sometimes that people will address you. So if you appear somewhere shabby, you say, hi, let's not talk to this person. But if you appear somewhere like I appear, you want to talk to me because even if you don't want to talk to me, I'll talk to you. So that's me. So you know, I think it's all about building the self-confidence from home, self-esteem from home. You know, so it's all about the family taking you through the my mom is actually a super mom because she was always like, you know, if she goes abroad, she said, half of the things my mom will buy back, bring it for me. Half of the things she'll buy from the UK, send it for me. My brother said, because I need really. You know, they always say they all know that, you know, they have to they just talk about it. But even when my brother travels abroad, even till today, most of the things he buy for me. So you know, so you know, people will say, but so you share about come around. I go and look at him, you know, that kind of, you know, so you know, it's always trying to make me look beautiful. And I always say thank you to the family that I have.
Hello, Busola. Can you still hear me?
For placing me in such a wonderful God placing me in this family. I will start.
Wow, great.
So
Yeah, I'm listening, Busola.
you know, you need to dress for that child well. You need to be very, the child needs to be fantastic, you know. If other people are looking fantastic, then that child must look fantastic too. So you don't have to say to the child that okay, because she has a disability, you don't have to dress for her well. So you know, I'm always dressing well, even to church. People always see me and say, no, my church, I love my church. My church, you dress well.
you have to. Wow. So how do you?
My church members are here.
Okay. All right. So how do you go to the office? Do you have a staff boss or something? How do you cope?
During this COVID, that made it easier for me because I just have to take a bus to the office from my house. So I go to the bus. I go to the staff bus.
The public bus, you mean?
Yes.
How do people relate with you when you enter the bus?
Maybe before now they might have been a bit skeptical, but now they've seen me in the bus every day. So they know that hello, let's be sharing your so you know, some of them even want to relate with me. Because sometimes when I wear the Chico shirt, they say, you work in the Chico. Well, actually, I've got loans. They want to know how they can come and collect loans. But they know that, you know, it's the way you dress that people are dressing. That's one thing about my journey.
That's so true. I really I love that. All right. Is it because you always tell yourself every morning that you are beautiful, unique, special, optimistic, lovable, adorable, that you are becoming beautiful every day? You told us you were born in 1981. So that makes it, you'll be 40 next month, I guess.
I'm 40 already.
Oh, what month? Okay, August 1.
August 1.
Wow. You're not looking 40.
I get a lot of things like that, you know. Okay, let me give you an example. When I was in the UK, I went to see my cousins at home. So you know, then I was 28 then. I know. I went to see some of my in-laws at home. So you know, the friend of my in-law now came in. I said, no, their daughter's friend now came here and said, "Oh, I know, hello." They said, "Hello, Babu." She did a master's, she's older than us. Don't just acting like that, They just maybe because when I was looking young and everything, they thought I was 18 or 19 then. So, I always get that every time. I just thank God that, let me tell you, when you don't stress yourself in life, when you have God in your life, when you have God's grace in your life, keep looking younger.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Now we are trying to round up now, Busola. A lot of people are going through a lot of challenge in life, a lot of issues. People are committing suicide almost on daily basis. I want you to counsel people. I get it every day. I don't know what I want to do with my life. Things are not just working. I don't know why I even came into this world and all those things. I want you to talk to people going through challenges.
We live in a different time now. No, back then when we went to troubles, we don't think of suicide. Back then, when I was growing up, you don't think of suicide. You just think, no, it will pass too. But these days, I just think, no, she just committed suicide. I was like, for what? Because your friend said you're not beautiful. I'm going to commit suicide. Anyway, you say I'm not beautiful? My Bible has told me I'm beautiful, so you can't tell me anything less. So, you need to encourage yourself in whatever way you can, because these times are hard, these times are challenging. But in life, when you have God, when you have a family that supports you, so this goes to the family. The family needs to support them. The family needs to know that these are hard times. A lot of people are going through challenges, I know, but the challenges are so that you can have a testimony in life. Because no test, no testimony.
Yeah.
Every obstacle comes your way, so that it can be a stepping stone to your success in life. So if you don't have obstacle on your way, then you're just playing. Because everybody went through one obstacle or the other. Dangote did not become Dangote today. Dangote went through a lot. Otedola did not become Otedola today. He went through a lot. So you have to go through a lot. You have to encourage yourself in whatever way you can. In the Bible, whatever way you can. Because these are hard times, these are challenging times. These are times that you see a lot of people go in the street and even without eating them, they're already abusing you. So just calm down with them. They're already depressed. So you don't have to add to their own. You don't have to add to their wound already. So you need to know that these times are hard, but with God and with encouragement of people around you, you can survive. You're a survivor. If you survive this far, you will survive to the end. Just keep going. Just keep going. The journey might be tough. The journey might be tough, but you are tougher than the journey. You are tougher, and you make it at the end of the day. So please don't give up. It's not the time to give up. It's not time to give excuses. It's about making do with what you have and doing things for God at this point of your life. So please don't give up. Never give up.
When the going gets tough. So when the going gets tough, the tough should get going.
Yes.
All right. All right. One of my friends have a question for you. Victor, you want to release your mic and ask Busola the question?
Thank you, Pastor Kola. So mine is not a question as such, other than a commendation. So I really want to salute the courage of your parents who nurtured you into the beautiful and wonderful person that you are today. I mean, this is something that is really not too common from the part of the world where we come from.
Yeah.
And I really want to salute everything that they have done in your life. If they're still available, please convey my heartfelt gratitude to them for raising such a wonderful person like you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, my brother, my friend. Thank you. All right, let me give 2-3 other persons opportunity to talk. Yes, somebody else is raising the hand. Yetunde, please talk. You can release your mic and let's have what you want. Hello, somebody else was raising a hand. I thought Yetunde raised her hand. All right, please. Yes, Mrs. Shone Taiwo, I guess. Please talk, ma.
She's my sister.
Hello.
Oh, all right, she's your sister. Okay.
It's actually so Busala's mommy and sister is here. I want to
Okay.
say she was actually raised like a normal child. You understand?
Wow.
If she misbehaves, she'll get back, and if she does well, you know, our military mother, you will get back and immediately. You know, she was taught to do virtually everything.
Wow. Wow.
If anything falls on her hand, the mom will say, you understand? So it made her strong. And having a challenged child, I don't believe that you keep the child in. She was always with us. If you like me, you must like my sister. If you like to see me, you must see my sister. And I thank God that she has that spirit, you understand? Because if somebody looks at her and she'll just tell me that, I know that person is just trying, they stare so well that the person will feel embarrassed instead of her getting embarrassed, you understand? So you try to build confidence in a child, you know, and I thank God that that confidence is still with her, even the glory. And thank God that Usola is amazing, our uniquely beautiful sister.
Hallelujah. 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 Thank you
Kudos
so
to
much.
her, and thank you very much, bless you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Shonaya. We really appreciate this. And we give all the kudos to Mommy Akinshola and Daddy Akinshola. Most times you don't see what the daddies are doing, but they do their own. They do more of the talkings to encourage. It's the mommy that always come like the soldiers and say, oh yeah, you know. All right. So we appreciate what your parents have done in your life, Busola. And this is not just for you alone. Everyone that has a child living with, disability, please don't pamper them. Please don't pamper them. You don't know what they are going to become tomorrow. We are here for a purpose, and nothing can determine what we are going to become. I remembered I went for an interview some years back. Almost 12,000 people were there for the interview. And everybody has been going in and coming in 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And immediately I stepped into the hall, into the interview room. You know, the members of the interview panel, they all just looked at themselves. And one of them so politely told me and said, Mr. Olugbodi, nice to have you here. We are not going to waste your time. You'll be out of here in the next 5 minutes. They have not asked me one question.
Yes,
Don't even
yes.
know what I have upstairs. That they already told me you are going to be out of here in the next 5 minutes. Of course, I was used to it. I just smiled. And then I said, okay, let's start. Of course, when they started, and they discovered that they had so much to chew from me. I was there for over 1 hour. And then later they went to call the CEO and said, come and see this guy. It doesn't look like it, but it seems as if he's the one. And the CEO came. Of course, I was the only one that got the job. even though I turned down the job because they were not going to pay me what I'm worth.
Mm.
I'm going to give them service for value for what they're going to pay me. So they should not just think, okay, we think
Yes,
if we do anything, they should be able to take it. So I'm saying all this so that if you have any child living with disability, be encouraged. Don't mind what you seeing presently in that child. Look into the future of that child. If any of you see me as the president of Nigeria one day, please don't be surprised. All right. Okay, so Busola, it's really been so lovely having you tonight. I really appreciate it. One day I may still bring you back to discuss some other things. I hope it's going to still be okay.
no problem.
All
I
right.
would like to
Okay. All right. So thank you, everyone.
we talk about the job aspect, the interview aspect.
Okay.
You know, the people who we quit need to know that who with disability also have a brain. That doesn't mean that I can't even rule. So when I go for interview, they say, "Can you do the job?" What the hell? I can do the job, man. You know, I can't. If I wasn't able to do the job, then why would I go to school? So you know, they need to know that people with disability can also work, can also do a lot of things. So they don't need to ask that question. If you're here for an interview, just ask the normal question and let's see if the brain is gonna work. You might just be surprised that that person might be more intelligent than other people that you have interviewed. So you know, don't just give the cold shoulder sometimes. Don't judge the book by its cover. Go inside the book and read through the book.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Busola. I really appreciate you. Remain uniquely beautiful and always special, and O, optimistic, L, lovable, and A, adorable. And I know God still have things that He wants to do in your life, and also yet come to pass in the name of the Lord Jesus. So thank you so much. So thank you everyone for listening to us tonight, watching this episode of Through It All. Gradually, it's the September episodes are being dedicated to health issues and disabilities. So next week, I'm going to be bringing, I think she's going to be the youngest guest I will be having. She's 17 years old. Her name is Rolly. She is a sickle cell warrior. She is somebody that had really battled so badly with sickle cell. One day I met her and I said, Rolly, do you feel somehow that your parents brought you into this world? How do you feel? She said, I don't feel anything. I'm already in this world and I've got to leave. Then the sickle cell had so much battered her that she was on crutches. She was, I think, 11 years old then. She's 17 years old now. I want her to share a story with us. If you have a child, with sickle cell, if you know anybody who has sickle cell, I want you to tell them not to miss next week episode of Through It All. This young lady is going to be sharing so much, so much. And I know a lot of you, okay, don't let me let this out of the bag. Somebody so close to me also that has lived with sickle cell. She will be sharing her story. So the 17-year-old lady will be sharing her own. She turned 54 last week. All right. My wife had lived with sickle cell from the first day of her life. She turned 54 last week. So she also will be talking about sickle cell and the fact that there is still a life for them to live. It doesn't end because they have sickle cell, you know. So join me next week, Thursday, 8 p.m. again. And when Rolly will be sharing with us, and then my wife also will also be there, and we'll see how it rolls next week. And then if you don't have a copy of Through It All yet, please get a copy. Just visit the website tia.com.ng. TIA is Through It All. tia.com.ng. Just visit the website, order your own copy, and you will be encouraged when you read this book. All right. So till I come your way again next Thursday, 8 p.m. by God's grace and mercy, please stay blessed, stay strong, stay encouraged, and we know that all things work together for good. No matter what you're going through at this moment, it's going to end and work out together for your good. So thank you, everybody. I so much appreciate you. God bless you and have a nice evening. Busola, God bless you there. I appreciate you. All right. All right. God bless you, everyone.
I see the light of God in my world and in my heart. I see the love of God in my heart and in my soul. I've got no fear in my heart. I'm a son of the word by verse. I will take away to belong to me. I'm a conqueror, yeah, yeah. I'm leaving my life for somebody else, but for the glory of the Lord, cause you overlooked me. Hey, oh, I'm rise up, Lord, cause you overhold me and you overhold me. Only God, it's better than the ground. Only God, oh, it's better than the crowd. Lord, show me here. Draw me really closer. If I don't need trespass, I ask for forgiveness. You're all I got. You're all I need. Lord, draw me near. Draw me really closer. If I don't need trespass, I ask for forgiveness. You're all I got. You're all I need. Yeah. I feel the touch of God in my spirit and in my soul. I feel the keys of God in my life and all I do. I am the soul of the world at large. I will spread the gospel around. I will praise the bitches go free. I'm a conqueror, yeah, yeah. I'm living my life for somebody else, but by the glory of the Lord, cause you overlove me. And if I fall, I will rise up, Lord, cause you overhold me, and you overhold me. Only God, oh, it's better than the crowd. Only God, oh, it's better than the crowd. Lord, draw me here, draw me really closer. If I don't do trespass, I ask for forgiveness. You're all I got. You're all I need. Lord, draw me here, draw me really closer. If I don't do trespass, I ask for forgiveness. You're all I got. You're all I need.
It's switch the mix.
ambassador of Christ, me ambassador of Christ, ambassador of Christ, me ambassador of Christ, ambassador of Christ, me ambassador of Christ. Christ, they have favor, but they are blessed. They blessings they come my way every day. They have favor, they are blessed. They blessings they come my way every day. Used to thank the Lord, used to praise the Lord. It's been so good, so good to me. Used to thank the Lord, used to shout out, used to praise the Lord. Mention of your name, every knee shall bow, every tongue confess that Jesus is Lord. At the mention of your name, when I start to speak in tongues, just conquer the enemy, conquer the sickness, conquer the disease, conquer the backwardness, conquer the poverty, conquer the weakness, conquer the sadness. He that dwell in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge, He is my fortress, my God, in Him will I trust. At the mention of your name, every knee shall bow, every tongue confess that Jesus is Lord. At the mention of your name, when I start to speak in tongues, Shakarabare. Conquer the enemy, conquer the sickness, conquer the disease, conquer the backwardness.